Hello, fellow Spies. My name is Sandra Effort, and I'm a local singer-songwriter. We're here today at the DAAC, which is an all-ages creative space on Plainfield. Today, I'm here to help you guys create your own super sleuthing theme song in a free online program called Google Chrome Music Lab. Making your own theme song is perfect for all sorts of activities, like hanging out in your own secret lair or searching for clues. So you can just have the theme song playing in the background to get you in the mood, and I'm really excited to help you guys with that today. So to get started, we're gonna need a couple of things. So ask your adult or your parent or whoever wants to help you find the following materials. We'll need some scrap paper, something to write with, a computer or a tablet that can run internet. If you don't have access to a computer, but you still want to make music, check out our Making Mystery Music tutorial with Miss MJ. Once you have access to all the materials, we're ready to begin our quest. So first thing I want you guys to do, or first thing I like to do when I first start writing a song, is to gather some inspiration for like how I kind of want to feel when the song is done. So for my inspiration, I gathered 3 adjectives, which are words to describe something, so you can visualize what your superhero likes to do, or what makes your superhero or super secret agent a little more unique than maybe other ones. So for my 3 adjectives, I chose mysterious, because I like the idea of being like a Carmen Sandiego type of person who people are always chasing her, but no one knows what she's gonna do next. And adventurous, because I like to think that if I was a secret spy, I would like to go on climbing adventures and things like that. And I also would be working independent, not in a team. So those were my adjectives: mysterious, adventurous, independent. So before we get started, I want you to write down whatever words come to mind. And if you don't like writing, feel free to draw your own super secret agent, so that if that helps you visualize who you're gonna be better, that's totally fine. Okay, whenever you're ready with that, let's go to our computers, and you can go to google.com or use whatever search bar and type in Chrome Music Lab, just like this. And there's a bunch of suggestions down here. You can go straight to the song maker if you want to, but I'm just gonna go to Chrome Music Lab directly because, yeah, so then we click on this one. There are lots of other things other than the song maker too that you can explore. But for today, we're gonna use the song maker, which is the second one right here with the smiley face. So let's click on it. Okay. So here's what we got. If you've never played around with this, take a few minutes to just see what happens when you click stuff. That's my favorite way to figure out new stuff. So I like to just do this and see what happens. Apparently it makes sounds and there are different colors. So do that and see what happens. And then down here is where you can press play to see what you've created by just clicking around. So that'll give you kind of an idea of how it works. So I'm gonna reset it up here, and then I'm gonna just walk you through everything I've learned about it. So first thing is we're gonna change our settings. So I'm gonna click down here to the right on settings. I'm gonna keep this the same, everything the same except for here on the right where it says scale. Instead of major, I'm gonna click chromatic. And what that does, if I press this check mark, it gives me more squares. It gives me more squares up and down so that I have more pitches to choose from, and pitch is how high or low a note is. So you can explore with the settings. I just chose only to change this one because I like the other settings here. But if you change here the length from 4 bars, if you make them more, your song can be longer. But then you have to scroll to the right. If you change beats per bar, it means that every one of these, you'll get more of these long boxes kind of here. And then if you split the beats into more, like if you make the number go higher, then it splits every one of these into more here. So then you would have like this option rather than just 2. And then it would be kind of like this. But I liked it before, so this is back to the normal. I'm just going to change this to chromatic and keep everything else the same. Okay, so from there, the other thing that you might notice here is there's a microphone, which I'll get into in a minute. Here's an undo button if you click something that you didn't want to do. And then the save for the ending. And then here's the tempo, which is how fast or slow a song goes. So if you make it go all the way up and you have some notes here, the bar will move really fast. If you make it go all the way down, it'll be really slow. So you can, while you're writing your song, you can experiment with different tempos, see what you like. And then to delete a note that you've done, you can also just click on the same one, and then it just takes it away. So then the other things we have down here are the different sounds. So if you click this box here, it changes the notes of what you do up here. So now it sounds a little different. It sounds like a piano instead of a marimba. If you click this one, then it changes the sound of down here, which is the percussion. So down here, these little bubbles are for percussion. So that's drums or like the rhythm. So if you click the bottom is what we call bass drum. So it's more like the umph. And then the ones up here are more like the snare, which is kind of like a clap. And the most basic rhythm would be to have a bubble here and then a triangle here, and just kind of make a pattern with it. And then you'll have like the beat that you're probably most accustomed to, like the boom, clap, boom, clap. It would sound like this. Boom, clap. Okay, and I think that is all the features. So let's get started writing our song. So the way I started is I looked at my adjectives, and I was thinking, okay, mysterious, adventurous, independent. Okay, so I'm thinking not a lot of instruments or not a lot of layers, like maybe like just a couple of notes, because if it's too much, it'll sound like there's a team behind it. I also thought a little bit it would have some space to question, like, oh, where did the music go? So I kind of started with that idea, and then I had this idea in my head of like bum 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 bum, like just up and down, because it sounded kind of mysterious. So that's where I started. I just started doing this, and then I would listen to it and see if I liked it. And I like it, but it sounds a little bit empty. So then I just added some more notes that kind of are doing the same thing, but at a different spot. So I like that better, yeah. And from there, I mean, I did this at home, so I spent a lot more time on it. And I really would like to encourage you guys to create something and then listen to it, see what you like, what you don't like, erase as you go, add as you go, and just, yeah, take your time to make something you're proud of. I'm gonna finish creating what I created, so I added something up here to make it even more full, but I didn't want it to linger there. And then it just kind of sounded like something had to happen that answered this, like a question and answer thing. So I went with that, and I did this, and then, yeah, I like that. So that's kind of my theme. That's what I'm going with. So then I repeated this pattern. I like the bum, 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 and wanted to have that happen a couple of times through. So I put it here too. But this time I thought maybe not add the lower ones. So I like that. And so this brings me to what the mic setting does down here. If you click the microphone, if you know what notes you want, but you don't know where they are on the grid, then you can use the mic. It'll tell you sing into your mic to add notes. So then you can go ba, 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 and it'll add them for you. And then you can hear what it sounds like. This probably won't sound great because I just did that over top of it. But so these three were the ones that my voice added. Okay, so with that, take your time and figure out a couple of sounds that you like. You can repeat them throughout the song. You can make it all new, because in the end, when it gets to the very end of the grid, it'll just start playing from the beginning again. So you create what you want, and then it'll just keep playing it. And then we're just gonna fill in what I did. These I did not want. Okay. And in the end, I kind of wanted it to go bum, 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 bum. So I went up. And yeah, I maybe didn't mention that if you go higher on the grid, it'll make higher notes. And if you click lower on the grid, it'll make lower notes. I'm sure you guys figured that out by now. But let's do this. Cool, so let's listen to that was all the melody part. So there's no drums in it yet or anything. It's just the melody. So let's listen to what we have so far. Cool. Okay, so then we can just add some drums. I like to have maybe a kick drum here and then. And again, when you guys are doing this at home, just try stuff out and see what you like and don't like. Okay, I like that. And then in the end, you can also experiment with trying a different instrument. I don't like that as much. I don't like that either. That's okay, but I think I like the strings the best. And then I'm going to keep this the same too. And then you can try making it faster or slower. And then when you're happy with your song, here's what you can do. You click down here on the check mark for save. And then if you want to go back to exactly the same screen as before, so exactly this in your internet browser and work on it later, then you can just copy this link. Copy link, and then if you guys know how to do that, you can go into notes or something or somewhere to save that link. But basically what it means is that if you go to a new tab and you copy it, you can like right click on it. Maybe I don't know how right click works on this. Or click Command V to paste it, and then if you hit enter, it brings you right back to your song exactly the way it was, and you can keep editing it. Or what you can do is go down here to download WAV, and that way it saves the song to your computer. And then wherever, you can click down here to open it, and it'll just play immediately. And that way, you can show your friends or your parents or whoever you want to show. And with these, if you're more into computers, you'll probably know what these do, but these aren't really going to be helpful for showing anybody. So really what you want to work with is download WAV or copy link. Okay, and that's our Super Secret Spy theme song. Can't wait to hear what you guys come up with. I hope you had so much fun creating your own theme song today. Make sure to check out the other Art of Spies videos online. And with that, I just want to give a great thank you to the DAAC and the GRPL Foundation for making this possible today.